Hello, good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. All right, so let's start the new year with a hot story. I don't know if you guys have seen the video of Pope Francis slapping a woman's hand on his way to the Nativity Scenes in Vatican. So he was going to St. Peter's Square on New Year's Eve, and apparently people are talking about it, is making a lot of noise in the internet, and I had to give it to you guys. Okay, so watch the video and then we'll come and talk about it. So watch this. Well, thank you so much for watching that video. Now, as you can see, the woman actually, yeah, was actually pulling the Pope to herself. She was really, I don't know how to put it. She made the cross of the sign, and then she took his hands and she was trying to pull him to herself. And I think she was trying to also say something to him. And then the Pope snapped, okay? I don't know why people are calling it slapping, because, when I saw the video, when I saw the news, it was like slap the woman, slap the woman. So I was like, seriously? So I was like, seriously, a Pope slap a woman? So I was really waiting to see him slapping a woman, like how Nigerian men slap women. Like when they slap you, your eyes will change and you be like as if you're in another world. But that wasn't really what happened. And what actually happened, even though it's still a wrong action that he took, because he is the Pope, no matter whatever, he is still the Pope. Okay, so what he did was to wingle himself, or to extract himself from the woman's grip by kind of like I don't want to say something that will make people feel as if I'm trying to support what he said, but he was trying to free himself from her grip anyway. That was actually what happened. She was really pulling him. I mean, because he's a Pope, I get the fact that people are fascinated, who wants to touch him, but doesn't he have a space too? Doesn't he also have feelings, or is he not a human being that someone should be pulling him that way? Remember, with all the things that is going on in this world, terrorism and people being stabbed, people being killed, does the Pope not have a right to want to get his grip out of the woman's hand? I don't know, but people are talking about this, and you know what, in the Catholic world, people are talking about it. People are having each other being abused, and people are insulting each other on this particular matter. And my take is this: the Pope actually is a human being. If it's me that someone was pulling that way, like I would want to pull myself out. Now, slapping her, was it the best thing? But at that time, maybe he wasn't thinking, maybe he had other things in his mind. All he could think of was just to get her off. And maybe that was what came into his mind. Should he have done that? On the hindsight, maybe he shouldn't, because he's the Pope, because he's a father figure. He's the one that represents, when it comes to Christianity, God to the Catholic, okay? So he's like an oracle to God to the Catholic. So he shouldn't have done that. But he wasn't, I don't think the Pope will intentionally do that or want to hurt someone. It was just something that just happened, like an spontaneous act from the Pope. So I don't know why people are making a lot of argument about this. I'm going to show you people's reaction, what people are saying, and people are just arguing and arguing. I'm like, you know what, get a life, okay? It happened. And they have said so much about this that the Pope even had to apologize. At least has even apologized. Let's move on. The man is sorry about this, okay? Trying to bring Christianity down because of this incident, I don't get it. It has got nothing to do with Christianity. A Pope is a man. He's not God. Something happened with his followers. He just slapped her hands, and then he has apologized. He did not slap her face, but I get what people are saying. But it doesn't really matter that she's a woman. I mean, what has being a woman got to do? If he could have still done this to a man, if it was a man that did it. So I don't think he did it because she's a woman. I don't know. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys, I mean, you watched the video. What do you think? If you are the Pope and someone is pulling you that way in that crowd, okay, what would you have done? Would you have like yanked yourself off him or her? I mean, really, she was really, really yanking the Pope. I mean, Calippo, they don't even, have respect for the Pope at all. Why would you be yanking him that way? That's why when you see all these Pentecostal churches and they have their bodyguards and they are trying to stop it from doing that. People are now starting saying that Pentecostal churches pastors, they are having bodyguards. See now, if that woman had bomb or something, could have put it on there. Am I saying the Pope should have a bodyguard? Or I'm not saying that. I think I like the fact that the Pope actually is close to his followers and he allows them to touch him. But the followers should also have a respect and also know that he has a space. They should respect his safe. What she did was actually very wrong. She should also apologize, okay? Anyway, we look at it, both of them are wrong. He shouldn't have slapped her that way because he knows what we say, what unbelievers will say. He could have seen this coming. That's why he's apologizing. But at the end of the day, he's still a human being. He is actually a human being. He's not God. Okay, has not translated yet. He's still a human being. And he has emotion and he does have feeling, and we should try to respect it. All right, so the Pope during New Year's service actually apologized to the woman, and I love his humility. I love the fact that he actually had to apologize because he's upset the Christian fold. He has upset people. I've shown you comment people are making about this. I've not seen any Nigerian pastors apologizing for what they have done. Even when they ram people's car or they do something, they don't apologize. They should take a leaf from the Pope. He did something wrong and he came out and he apologized, okay? The Bible talks about humbleness, being able to humble yourself before God and before man. The Pope has shown that, humility, that act of Christianity. Be humble. Let God be the one to elevate you. And you know what? At the end of the day, when Christ comes, he's not looking for a proud church. He's looking for a church that is humble. That's all I can say. All right, thank you so much. What do you guys think? Drop your comments and let's talk about this. Thank you. Have a lovely new year. God bless you. Bye-bye.